Hello everyone! Today I will show you an orbital assembly of my Joolian Satellite Explorer. It is a mothership that will allow Kerbals to visit Jool and land on all of its moons. First off, we start with launching the Habitat and supply module. It weighs about 40 tons, so it's not a problem for the Archangel rocket. It is put into a low Kerbin orbit and it will wait there for next modules. In the meantime, it also inflates its habitation ring, providing artificial gravity. The supplies and comfort facilities can support a crew of 4 for about 15 years, so it should be easily enough for the round trip to Jool and back. It also uses full radiation shielding as well as double active shields and radiation detoxification units, so the radiation should not be an issue during the trip. Laboratory and full science equipment will provide huge amount of scientific data, so our brave Kerbals definitely won't be bored. Next module is the main truss and power unit that will provide docking ports for secondary trusses and fuel tanks. It carries 2 nuclear reactors to provide plenty of electricity. 2 reactors are a bit of overkill, but it was designed to have redundancy in case one of them malfunctioned. Rendezvous was a bit too close, but luckily nothing was damaged, and after killing the rotation, both crafts docked safely. Octagonal docking connectors were chosen as docking ports, as they allow to dock only at certain angles, so thanks to that, all the parts will align perfectly. Following 2 launches, we'll put secondary trusses into orbit. Each of them weigh about 35 tons, so a smaller rocket can be used to save on costs and build time. Those trusses add more docking ports to the mothership. They also carry a bit of liquid fuel that will be used by main engines. I had some problems in docking those modules because of unbalanced RCS, but eventually after a long fight I've managed to put them into place. Okay, so the main assembly is finished, now it's time to get the propulsion modules in here. And they are really heavy. They weigh about 350 tons each, and it pushes the Archangel rocket to its limit, even with 4 SRBs. Each unit consists of a huge tank of liquid fuel, smaller one with a liquid fuel oxidizer for RCS, and 4 nuclear engines as the main propulsion. Fully assembled GSE will have 5 propulsion units, which means its mass will reach about 1,800 tons, and it will have 20 engines providing thrust-to-weight ratio of 0.15. Tanks have their fuel flow priority set for asparagus staging, so during the journey they will be separated in pairs after the fuel will be depleted, as you can see in this in-development footage. Last launch in the assembly part is the lander that will allow to get to the surface of all of the Joolian moons. Hopefully, it will be enough to get back from Lathe, as it will be the biggest challenge, since in the JNSQ, Tylo is not that massive. While docking, I've realized I've put too little monopropellant, so RCS will use it really quickly. That's why when the crew will arrive, their first task will be to add more monopropellant tanks to the lander. Finally, the GSE is assembled. Now the plan is to raise its orbit to 10,000 kilometers and refuel the ship. Such an orbit is quite useful for low thrust-to-weight ratio ships, as the transfer burn will take about half an hour. If I would do it in the low orbit, splitting the burn for multiple passes, it would make me go through the radiation belts multiple times with the crew inside, and I wouldn't like it, I suppose. Starting off at 10,000 kilometers means I'm already over the radiation belts, and the long orbital period allows me to make one single transfer burn. Everything seems to be in place. Refueling vessels are already being built, so in some weeks we will proceed with the next activities. The launch window will come in 300 days, so there is still enough time to make sure that everything is in order. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press like and subscribe, and see you again in my next video.